Hello everybody and welcome back to 32 Layers or Less. Today I have for you guys the Google Chrome logo. Now, this wasn't one that was actually requested. I sit on Chrome all the time, so I just decided why not? And I've also seen some out there and they weren't the greatest, and I'm not saying that mine's the best, but I am saying that there are some really bad ones out there. So basically what we're going to start off doing is we're going to make a circle. Now, I started off doing something that, and you guys will see this if you watch the speed art, but I started off just making a normal circle. I did some added touches, so that's why things might look a little bit weird right now. But basically you're going to start off making a circle. And then it's a nice thing to basically create your three quadrants. One being a light red, another being a green, and another being a yellow. And actually, this is kind of like a spoiler alert. These are actually custom colors. This one is not. This one is actually not a custom color. It's the fourth one from the bottom. But these are custom colors. And you'll notice that this color does not actually appear over in the right. So what we're going to do when you go to your color picker, you're going to press the start button, and that'll toggle to your color mixer. This color in particular is 21 red, 88 green, 36 blue. So it'll kind of give it a paler, light green. It's pretty similar to the actual Google Chrome logo. I could have went into Photoshop and actually checked to see what it needed to be, but I didn't really want to go through all that trouble. And then for our yellow, we're using another custom color. Basically, we wanted a cross between the oranges and the yellow that's going on right now in the actual color palette. So what we did was we actually just we dropped the green out of it a little bit. By taking the green out, you are actually adding more red to it, basically. That's kind of how additive colors go. So basically all we did was we dropped it down. This is the actual color. It's 255 red, 220 green, 51 blue. One of the colors is basically this, and then all I did was drop down the green value. So after you have something similar to that, where you have your three quadrants, what I recommend that you do, and I think this is the golf flag, if I'm correct. Yes, it's the golf flag. Basically, morph and mesh this into your diagonals that are going to come off of. I don't know why that is there. It can actually go down here. So we have our three diagonals now, and this is what's going to kind of finish off the shape of the Chrome logo. Unfortunately, you will have to sacrifice by having one overlapping the other when it comes to your half circles. So what you're going to need to do is pick any color, it doesn't matter. I did red, and basically create your golf flag, reverse it, and then put it underneath the opposing one. So even if it was a green one, still put it here, and then just make sure that it goes behind the red area. And then you'll probably need to create this little triangle wherever to fill in the space. But that's just a shoulda, coulda, woulda, might happen situation. Now, something else that is added to this, and not many people realize it because your Google Chrome logo is actually really small on your desktop, but there's actually secondary triangles on each of these shapes. So basically what I did was I just took a triangle, I skewed it in and made it taller, so it's thinner and taller, and then I just lined it up to match up. Here, we'll actually just line it up to match the area that it's going to go in. Yeah, I didn't mean to actually back out. And then you're just going to drop its opacity until it looks about right. 15 15 looks about right. So that, for the most part, will finish your logo off. And then what we need to do with our first circle, we'll duplicate it, make a smaller circle that is white, and then we'll make another smaller circle that is blue. Now, just a little bit about the embellishments that I added. One, I added a little bit of a drop shadow to the front little button. That's just because I felt like just adding my own little touch. You know, it's always nice to personalize things and make it your own, as opposed to just doing what everyone else does. Like some of the other emblems out there, people are basically just copying it, you know, step for step. But, you know, make it your own. Put a little flair to it. You don't, you know, like my Optic Gaming one, you don't have to do green. You can do red. You can do blue. You can do orange. You know, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do green. It's always nice to show off their colors, but just keep that in mind, you guys. So something that I added, I think this is the smile outline. Yes, the smile outline. Basically, we're just adding a little shine to the top, and then we're also adding a little bit of a shadow to the bottom. And now for the actual front button, I added these two circles and then skewed them into ovals, and then added a golf flag on there as well. It kind of gives it a hard light gloss. For those of you guys that don't know, a hard light gloss is kind of like I guess let's say you have a marble and you have 3 lights in the room, and that's kind of similar to how it'll pick up the light. Similar, not exact, just so you guys know. And then another thing that we added was an additional shadow to that as well, just to give it a little bit of a roundedness, make it feel a little more 3D, make it feel a little more finished. And then my little added touches that I did, the original circle that I had, I made it larger than the actual shape itself. So you guys can, I'm going to just keep entering and exiting. You guys can see that it is actually larger than the logo itself. And then I just dropped its opacity down a lot, duplicated it, brought it up to the top, and also did the same thing. And then you can see that one's the inner circle. And then another one, just a little bit smaller, but I made it just the outline. So it adds almost like a backlight to it. For something that has light behind it, it'll have light wrapping around to the front slightly. Not entirely, but it will slightly wrap around. So I kind of wanted to recreate a similar look to that. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you do, please leave a like. Once we get up to 30 likes, we will post the speed art. And then you guys can enjoy that as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Bye.